Hello Darts Nutz. I'm going to do a review of a set of the new Target Carrera Azzurri Cortex CX3. I bought these from Madhouse Darts and I used the forum discount, so I got them for £57 and also got a Madhouse patch and a Target goodie bag. Let's have a quick look what's in here. You got some Target flights, some flight protectors, and two sets of look like short pro grip shafts. So that's a nice little extra. And there's two weights in this particular model, 21 and 23 gram. This is the 23 gram model, and they're a 90% tungsten dart, and you can also get these in soft tip versions as well. But I was quite impressed with the original CX1 and CX2, and the grip is something that it's kind of difficult to describe on these, but it's nice that they brought out a few more shapes. And there's a nice straight barrel in the CX4, but I wanted to try this particular one because it's a slightly shorter barrel, and I just had a feeling it may suit my grip better, but I'll probably get some CX4s as well at some point. As you can see, it comes in a slimline box and the darts are already set up inside the little foam insert, and you've got your weight guarantee on the back. That looks like it says 23.2, I think. And you've got some pro grip shafts and your Carrera Target Vision flights. But anyway, we'll have a close look at the barrels now. Alright, here's a quick close look, then I'll put the detailed picture up as usual. As you can see, the darts are fitted with a silver point, and the barrel has got a kind of a elongated bullet shape, and it's got a very nice taper at the front there, but it feels quite comfortable just gripping it there. But you can definitely feel these edges, like either side. It's almost like you're in like little kind of grooves with it kind of feels like a notchy style of grip, but it's not quite as aggressive as it first appears. It probably looks more grippy than it is, but I'd still say it's probably a high level of grip. But it's quite a nice profile, nice shape to the barrel, and I quite like the blue nitride coating in the grooves. I know there's a few people who've said they prefer it without the blue, and they've sandblasted it off or whatever, but for me I think it just sets off the dart better. And that is the main part of the grip here, which I think probably could work with maybe front, middle and rear grippers, except if you like to grip on the very rear, you've got a smooth section there, so not quite as grippy there. But if you like to grip just below that, then you're okay. It all depends if you like a short barrel dart as well. And they're also fitted with short pro grip shafts and a kind of a small standard shape flight, so it'll be interesting to see how they fly. So I'll just let you look at the dart for a little bit, then I'll put the detailed picture up with all the measurements as soon as it gets into focus. Alright then, here's the detailed picture. That's fitted with a 30mm point. It's got a bit of a taper to the front of the barrel, and there's a smooth section of 4.3mm, and then there's a groove of about 0.9mm before it gets into the Cortex grip, which makes up the bulk of the barrel. That's 31.9mm wide, and then you've got a slightly smaller groove of 0.8mm, and then a smooth tapered section towards the end of the barrel of 8.8mm. The overall length is 46.5mm and the width is 7.3mm. Okay, I'll take a few measurements along the barrel. Let's get it squared up. Barrel length is 46.59. It's probably 46.6mm. And the width of the barrel, it looks as if it goes pretty much the same width from that point there up to about there. So I'll just measure it in a couple of areas. It might depend how you get the grip on the grooves as well. So that's a 7.34, 7.34, and then it tapers on that end bit down to 6.38, and the nose of the barrel, well, it tapers around about there, 7mm, and then it gradually tapers to the nose. I can grab hold of it, which is about 4mm. Okay, then I'll just compare the weight of the barrels now. That one is 23.22 grams. That one is 23.23. And that one is 23.26. It did say 23.2 on there, so that was right, but this is measuring hundredths of a gram, so I'll go with that very slightly heavier one. And the weight of the full setup as supplied is 24.64 grams. Right, I'll see if I can find the balance point then. It's probably going to be just in front of the centre, I should imagine, with it being a short barrel. Yeah, just about there. Just very slightly front weighted, but I think it is drilled out about 14mm. I just did a quick check, so it's drilled out quite a bit, and the centre is probably just about there, and the balance point is just in around about there, so just front of the centre. Well, like I said, it's only a short barrel, so, and with the supplied setup, the balance point just moves a little bit. It's more central there, hasn't really moved a great deal, but these are only short stems. So that's the detailed look at the CX3 darts. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. Do one good for them, crappy for. I think it's a very nicely weighted barrel for a front grip. I'm gripping it around about there, and balance is quite nice there. I think having the short stems on is a nice setup for a front grip. One thing I do notice is through the air the barrel is really a smooth flying barrel, maybe just because it's only short and it's close to my balance point, but occasionally I find the grip a little bit sticky. Probably need to get a bit more time with it, so get my release a little bit cleaner. Occasionally I felt it sticking a little bit too long, and kind of hampering me throw a little bit, but on the whole I think it's flying quite well there. I'm just going to try moving my grip up a little bit, so I'm kind of more in the middle now. It feels a little bit more awkward there, but I'll see how it flies. I actually fly quite well there, but I seem to get more spin. Don't know why, but it was still pretty smooth apart from the spin. Like I said before, I think it could be a dart that could be just nice for front and middle grippers. Not sure about rear grip. One more throw from the middle though. A little bit too hard. Got off a course a bit there. Kind of feel a little bit dry in my thumb there, but the grip was digging in a little bit. Yeah, actually felt quite nicely balanced there, but I'm quite happy gripping just around there. I mean, that's, although I would call that my normal front grip, it's I would say it's more just front of centre. Some darts I grip right on the nose, whereas I'm gripping where it's a little bit wider there for my normal grip, but I was just trying it around the middle there, so I'm going to try the rear grip, but I'm mostly on the smooth section there, but I don't think this is going to work that good for me, but I'll give it a try. No, I can't get the hang of throwing it from there. Just feels a bit too strange. Let's give it another go. Nah. Like I say, it's obviously going to be weird for me throwing it from there. Doesn't mean to say it won't suit a rear gripper, but I have a feeling if you kind of like to grip near the rear but not exactly on the end, somewhere around about there you might be okay, so should be good for middle grippers as well. But I think front and middle grippers are the ones who are going to like it the best, but I'm just going to go back to that grip now. Well, that's the CX3 23 gram darts. I think it's a very nicely balanced dart for front grippers and very much for middle grippers as well. And the dart itself is very smooth through the air. Could be helped by the short stems as well, and with me being a front gripper, it's only a short barrel, so that could be another factor. The only thing is, I think the grip may not be to everyone's liking. It's one of them grips that you don't really know until you've tried it, but occasionally I felt it sticking a little bit too much on my skin, but I think with a bit more practice you soon get the hang of releasing it cleaner, and when you do, it is a very nice start. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.